And we're going to switch to English now and say hello to Kristeen Young.
Hello.
Yeah, that's your mic. It's customary to ask, how do you like Israel so far?
Well, from what I've seen of it, it's very beautiful out of the right-hand side of my window.
Mm-hmm.
And then in front of me is a rooftop with a lot of old air conditioners, but I can understand that with the heat.
And how long will you be staying in Israel?
Until tomorrow, unfortunately. I wish I could stay longer.
Yeah, there are any venues you'd like to see?
I would just like to see anything, really, because I've never been here before.
You can always come back again. You know.
I would love to. The beach is just so expansive and beautiful. I had no idea.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really like it, but we'll talk about it off mic.
I'm sorry. That's all I've seen. So I was surprised by it.
It's nice as long as you see it through the window and not sitting there. Okay. Let's talk about your musical story and what brings you to Israel. Eyal and me first saw you in 2006 in Athens.
Yes.
You were the opening act for Morrissey.
Yes.
We didn't know you then,
Right.
like most Israelis still do not now.
I'm sure.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, let's hear it in your words. Okay, about your music.
About my music?
Yeah. What brings you to be the opening act for Morrissey?
I don't know, really. That's a question for him. But how did it happen? I do know that we had a producer in common, Tony Visconti, and Tony had come to one of my shows in New York at a place called the Delancey and filmed it. And he was producing Morrissey's record, Ringleader of the Tormentors. And they were recording in Morricone's studio in Rome. Mm-hmm. And, of course, so there's a big screen, a big film screen there. And he wanted to check out early one day he was in the studio and he wanted to check out some of the stuff that he'd filmed. So he was looking at it on the big screen and just surprisingly, Morrissey walked in, and he didn't even know he'd walked in, but he heard at the end of the first song, mm-hmm. "Who's That?" And and then it led to all this.
Did you like him before?
Yes, of course.
Ever dreamt of being an opening act for him?
Absolutely not. I never expected it to happen, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
And how long are you doing it?
Well, I started back in 2006, and then in 2007 also, and then for 3 years, we went about our separate ways, mm-hmm. doing things. But
you do not like to talk about it, all right? Right? This incident that you...
I don't mind talking about it.
Really?
Yeah, because it wasn't really as big as everyone perceived it to be, because we were talking again 3 weeks later. It mm-hmm. was just really sort of maybe just an emotional moment, a misunderstanding, and then as things happen between people, and then we were talking again. But I think people, of course, they don't know that, and they think that it's gone on for much longer than it did, and it really didn't. And then but to complete my other thought, and then I started opening up for him again last year, and the shows have been incredible. This particular tour, every show is just getting bigger and bigger, and it's exciting.
Okay, so another song. We didn't really plan what to play, so you'll be the editor for this hour.
Oh, how about The Devil Made Me?
Okay, so you have to tell me in which album I can find it.
That's on V the Volcanic. It's on the latest one.
The Devil Made Me. Want to say some words about it before we hear it?
Well, on this particular album, each song was written from the perspective of a minor character in a major film, mm-hmm. and this one is from the perspective of Pris in Blade Runner.
Okay, that's The Devil Made Me.
Yes.
Mommy lent her memory.
The Devil Made Me, אתם על כל הקמפוס, 106 FM. קריסטין יאנג מתארחת כאן באולפן. Next question with you.
Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy is playing guitar on that song, just as a side note.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
In case anyone's interested.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
You said earlier that all of the Via the Volcanic was written about minor characters from
yes,
major
like support
movies.
Characters.
But usually your albums, for all of you who don't know, is more personal writing, and this I think is the first one that you write from a different perspective.
It was because I was going through a very strange time. Like right before I wrote this record, I was very depressed, and I was just spending a lot of time watching old movies and everything. and that's how I came, and it just felt so good to like write from other characters' perspective just for a while, just to get away from me and everything. So yeah, but now the new songs are like completely personal, and I'm playing a lot of new songs in the set now. And
I mean, after Via the Volcanic.
After Via the Volcanic. When I get finished with this tour, I go back to New York, and I'm going to start recording the new stuff. But at least half the set I'm playing now is completely new. It hasn't been recorded yet.
Great news. But we will have any chance to hear any oldies, I mean, from the...
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm playing some old stuff too.
Okay, so we'll make you a wish list for tonight.
Okay.
I want us to go back so people can hear about the beginning of your musical way.
Okay.
Okay. So you probably have a prepared story for this.
About how I started
out?
Yeah.
About your musical history, 6 LPs and 2 EPs, right?
I think only 1 EP, but yeah.
Okay, so never mind.
Okay.
You tell the story.
Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, it's not a very compelling story. I don't think there's much of a story to it. I mean, I just like always grew up, prone to like making things up on the piano and stuff. And
what were you listening to as a child?
As a child, I had a very controlled upbringing. I was a foster child, and then I was adopted eventually by my foster parents. But they didn't like me to listen to worldly music and stuff like that. So I had to sneak listening to the radio, and so mostly I heard a lot of like very mainstream stuff growing up, and whatever was on the radio, like classic rock or and then I was very much into R&B and hip hop in high school and everything, and I still like a wide range of music. So really, that's who I am.
And the first record, how did it happen? From being a listener to being a music maker,
right?
A musician.
I don't know. There was this old upright piano in my parents' home when I was growing up, and I always made up things on the piano, and for the most part, it was kind of frustrating because I wanted it to sound like the radio, and the radio was always guitar oriented. And so I think that's what started me like, well, how do I get the piano to sound more aggressive, like what I hear on the radio? And so I went through so many different ways of trying to do that. But I think that's where my aggressive style comes from, and just because I'm sort of like uppity inside and everything.
Do you have any definition for the music you make? Is it glam rock? What is it?
I don't think it's glam rock at all. I mean, there might be a glamorous aspect to it, because, I think that's normal. If you grow up with very little, you tend to want things to be beautiful. You dream about things that are beautiful. And so I think that's where it comes from. But, I mean, for the most part, it's just, I think it's very emotionally raw and aggressive, the lyrics or whatever. That's sort of where it comes from.
You said in some of the interviews that you want the mainstream to hug you, but you still make aggressive,
I can't avoid
music.
Being me. Unfortunately, I am who I am. I've tried to do I've tried to do other things or be what people would expect, but I can't. It doesn't even work. I'm always me.
And you're fine with it?
I have to be fine with it, don't I?
No,
I have to come to terms with it. Yeah.
Are you still dreaming of selling millions of records?
I mean, yeah. You always. I mean, who doesn't want to be loved? Of course, you want people to like what you do and everything, but I'm afraid they're going to have to come to me. I'm afraid I'm going to have to just be who I am, and they're just going to have to like it or not, and that's just how it is.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say about that.
We're going for the next song, Incubator.
Yes.
From your Breasticles album.
Breasticles.
Yeah. You want to talk about it? Say a few words before we listen to it?
I guess it's just about the pressure to have children, and that's your role as a woman, that you eventually have to always have children. And I don't think that's the case, you know. Some people, that's their whole dream, their whole life. Some women, that's what they dream about, and that's wonderful. But you just feel free to not do that. Feel free to have other dreams and do other things and not feel that pressure.
No, but because usually people believe our evolutionary reason to be here is to make children.
Yeah, it's to procreate, but I don't think that we are short on human beings. I think we're doing just fine population-wise. So if a few of us want to do other things, I think that's just fine. And maybe the situation doesn't even work out well if you're forced into it. So leave that to people who really want to do it.
And I say amen to that. אינקובייטור, אתם על כל הקמפוס 106 FM. קריסטין יאנג, מופע חימום של מוריסי, נמצאת איתנו כאן באולפן.
Yeah, and for the next question.
Yeah.
We talked about babies before that song, and you had your own baby Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
The drummer from part of your duo until recently.
Yes.
And what's going on now?
Well, you know, Jeff decided he just wanted to live another life, I suppose. He never really explained it to me completely, but that's what I see. And, you know, the baby Jeff had a baby. And so, and now he's a different person. And it's been hard for me. It's been heartbreaking for me. You know, we were so close for so many years, but that's his right. It's his life.
And what comes next? I mean, you as a leader of a band, another duo, you're solo.
Right, I've been playing solo for a while, and that seems to be going well. And it's been it feels very liberating in a way. But yeah, I eventually would like to have a whole band, and hopefully that will happen maybe next year.
Okay, and if we're talking about plans for the future, what do you think comes after being the opening act for Morrissey? I mean, you're doing it for a few years, and
yes,
you're gaining. I mean,
headlining Madison Square Garden.
That's a good plan.
Or a major music festival.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Being an opening act for Morrissey, does it help you gain any recognition worldwide?
Well, yeah, I mean, I really can't help but because I'm playing to so many people every night. So, yeah, it's really helped with exposure and all that.
I'm asking because we can't buy your records in Israel. There's no Israeli distribution for your albums.
No, I mean, there's really no distribution anywhere. I'm not on a record label. So, yeah, you have to look for it online.
And illegally download it. That's the way we listen to you.
Really?
Yeah, we couldn't help it.
You can't from iTunes or anything like that?
No, we can't buy music from iTunes. We live in Israel.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You're getting used to it.
I don't know the legalities of it all. I'll just give it to you if you want.
Well, thanks. Okay, let's talk about you being a fashion icon.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I believe so. You have imitators, very known imitators.
Yes.
Right?
They get ideas.
Do you do it all by yourself?
I do. I design it, and I make it, every stitch of it myself. Sometimes glue, but yes.
The first time we saw you, you had plastic sleeves or something like that, and Eyal showed me a picture of you in a bubble dress. In 2007.
Yeah, I was going, prior to that, the sleeve that you're talking about, I was going through like a very six-pack holder time period. I was like appropriating that to a lot of things, but yes.
Where do you get the ideas?
Gosh, I wish I knew. I mean, just from everywhere. I see things, I get ideas, they just pop into my head, or, you know, or maybe even, yes, directly, I'll see a neckline. I'm like, I want to do a neckline like that or something, but I really don't know where I get a lot of the ideas.
What do you like better, being a musician or being a fashion designer?
Oh, a musician. The fashion designer thing, that's just me having fun. It's visual, so it's a nice break from the oral, but music is just what drives me and who I am.
I see an emphasis on being unique. Right? Nobody did it before. Nobody wears these kind of things.
Well, I mean, that's...
Six-pack holders on my sleeve.
I think, like, that's a natural thing to me. I've tried really hard at times to be like other people, to be a part of something, and it just never really... I'm just not. They know I'm not. I'm a fraud. I don't fit in very well, so I just have to go with who I am and just do that. So it's really, it's not so much a conscious thing, but then also on the other hand, like, why would you want to do something that's been done so much? It's so much more exciting too to be doing something that's different or that's new or progressive or that's taking it somewhere else. That excites me.
It shadows your music in any way? Because critics and the audience can see you with all that glam and all and crazy outfits, and that refer to it instead of your music. Saying, yeah, she's wearing a six-pack holder, but her music, I don't know, I didn't really listen to it.
Well, actually, I mean, my fashion, I think it's evolved a bit. I'm not as fantasy-oriented with the fashion. I really don't think it's distracting. I think I'm on a stage. I have to be visual in some way. I think that's good for a show. I think that's good. You want something to be visually stimulating, too, if you're going to watch it. So I don't see that interferes with the music on that level.
Your musical influences, your musical heroes.
Oh, gosh.
David Bowie was one of them. And he used to dress up really funny. Right?
He is, but he
had some kind of a bubble dress or...
Maybe six-packs.
I came to him in a real roundabout way. I mean, he wasn't a major influence of mine growing up or anything. Like, to me, when I heard David Bowie on the radio, he was very classic rock to me. It didn't sound very progressive at the time to me. Because I'm not, like, of that generation. But, but there are songs of his that I find really inspiring, like Fame or Fashion. Those are so progressive. Like, even now they would be considered progressive, I think. But no, I came to him because I saw that a lot of my audience liked him also. So that's how I came to him.
And who are your musical heroes today?
Musical heroes.
Do you have any?
No, just me. No, no, I don't. I get inspired by songs. Unfortunately, I don't have people like that anymore. I mean, of course, on a daily basis, it's Morrissey because he's inspiring. He's there on a daily basis, and he's endlessly surprising and inspiring. But other than that, it's just, it comes from everywhere, and I'm sorry, I know that's a disappointing answer, but it's just how it is.
Okay, so let's hear about your work with Morrissey, musical work with Morrissey.
Okay, what do you want to know?
How is it?
Are you talking about the things that I've recorded with them? Yeah, it's been, I'm lucky me, it was wonderful to record those two things.
But is he getting involved in your music? I mean, do you come to him and say, okay, you must hear something, and you play and say, okay, what do you think, what I need, or he's just there for supporting, I mean, in the emotional aspect?
Oh, he's very forthcoming with opinion. But no, of course I send him things, and I love to get his take on things, and yes, it's a very friendly and artistic relationship, very mutual in that regard, I think.
Anyone in particular you'd like to work with, other than Morrissey?
Just Morrissey. No. Anyone else I'd like to work with? No. I don't know. I haven't really thought of it like that. I don't think of it. I don't really seek people out to work with, though. It just sort of happens, and I'm happy working on my own. And
it's very popular now. A lot of musicians I talk to say, "I dream about Beck producing my next record."
Oh, right. No, I don't have any producer fantasies or dreams.
That's a great answer, by the way. We'll get to music now.
Okay.
Okay. Want to pick the next song? Eyal, want to pick the next song?
I already picked one.
Kristeen?
Oh.
Maya?
Yeah, somebody else pick one.
Okay.
How about That's What It Takes, dear, from Music for Strippers, Hookers, and the Add-On Looker. That's a duet with Patrick Stump from Fall Out.
So about a minute to find it. Say a few words about it.
Okay. Well, it's a duet. I guess I'm drawn to this one because I like the piano a lot on this one. I think it's very indicative of what I do with piano, and it's taking a lot of percussive elements of the piano and making them melodic.
Okay, and that's what it takes, dear. That's what it takes, dear. That's what it takes. כל הקמפוס 106 FM. עדיין לא הזמנו אתכם לעשות את זה, אבל אתם יותר ממוזמנים כמובן לשלוח לנו תגובות ושאלות וכאלה בפורום. נספר לאלה שמצטרפים אלינו עכשיו שאנחנו מארחים באולפן את קריסטין יאנג, מופע הפתיחה למופע של מוריסי הערב, ואם אתם מחפשים כרטיסים אז מאוחר מדי, כדאי שבפעם הבאה תתעוררו בזמן. We're switching back to English and
thank you.
No, we just told them that the show tonight is sold out and they can't get any tickets, so they better wake up earlier next time.
That's great news, though.
Yeah.
Well, for us.
Yeah. Let's hear for your future plans.
Future plans. After this tour, I go back to New York and I start recording new material. I'm playing a lot of the new material in my set tonight. So I'm excited about that.
Any plans about an independent tour, only you, not as an opening act, coming to Europe?
I would love to do that. I'm booked with Morrissey to the end of the year, but I would love next year. That would be a good idea.
Finding a record company, maybe?
That would be nice.
So if any manager listen to us right now, that would be. And about style, you keep in the same style. You said you want to work with a band. Will it bring any
I would like
artistic change to your music?
I think I change from album to album a little bit, and I think this set of songs that I'm writing, they're extremely personal as opposed to the last set, and a lot of them are inspired by things that happened to me back in my hometown, and I think hopefully the album will be raw, very raw. That's what I'm looking for. So very tactile.
You basically look for players, just people to play the instruments, or partners for the musical creation. Because you said the stuff is very personal.
It is. Well, I mean, I write it all on my own, and then if I want other players to come, I get other players that I think would be appropriate for what I'm looking for, and I bring them in. But I think at this point I'm going to start looking for people who want to be in the band.
Any suggestions? I mean,
I don't know.
Any musician wrote you and asked to play with you?
I mean, people do write me from time to time. I just I've been very happy with how things are going on my own for now, so I haven't really looked into it that much, but I will.
So we can expect in 2013 a new album?
Yes. Oh, definitely.
The 7th one?
Yes.
Okay, we're going...
maybe even by December.
Whoa. Okay. You work really fast. We're going back again to the Orphans, and we're going to listen to Kill the Father. A few of your words before?
Kill the Father. It's about not being so caught up in nostalgia and not being so intimidated by what people before you have done. And to do this, maybe you have to kill them.
Okay.
Artistically.
Are you a sentimental person?
I can be. I can be very sentimental when I love.
But you choose not to. When you write.
Sometimes it's not. I don't think it's productive. I don't think there's a point to it, really.
Being sentimental.
Artistically, no, I don't. I don't think there's much of a point.
And that's from the mouth of an opening act for Morrissey. And that's Kill the Father. Right? No.
Push straight up his heels.
And we're back. We want to talk about a bit about your music videos.
Okay.
Okay. You said in Vida Volcanic you wrote from a character, minor character point of view,
Right.
and how much involved are you in the making of the music videos?
Oh, I'm extremely involved. I mean, most of it's all my idea, and fortunately, I found a filmmaker that was right there with me and understood and loved the music and was just up for anything. And so we went to my hometown to make Fantastic Failure, and we tried to do sort of I mean, because it's a town, no one knows about it, and there's some very beautiful, almost European looks to it, and so we sort of like concentrated on that, and I don't know, I was pretty pleased with it.
From the video itself?
Yeah, the video. I was happy with what we came up with.
With
no money, like we do all this with no money.
Talking to you, I get a feeling that you get turned on from so many things: fashion, video, music. What is your main passion? Is it music?
Yeah, of course it's music. Yes, it's like I said before, I mean, that's who I am. That's what I've always been.
You're trying to find that integrating point between fashion and music, and video and music, and movies and music. Is that right?
I'm not trying to find it, but if that's what happens, okay.
Being a fashion, being a music icon, is it a purpose? That's why you're making this music videos. That's why you dress up in that unique way.
It's something something I'm compelled to do. Like I don't know why I do a lot of things. It's just who I am, and just like comes to me, and sometimes I've just said, okay, I'm not going to make outfits anymore. I'm going to dress very simply, and so people concentrate on the music, like what you said, and then I'll just get these ideas, and I can't avoid doing them or making them. I have no self-control.
So you have any plans to make more videos? I mean, you have only 2, and let's say every artist today have his own YouTube channels and a lot of stuff coming up as a viral thing to gain more fans. And
right.
I mean, it's part of the plan, I guess, to be a viral artist.
Right. I mean, that would be good if that happens. I don't. It's not something I'm like obsessed with, or I think about a lot, or I want to do good work. Like everything I do, I want it to be very good. So to me, I know most people are very just interested in content, but it's important to me that the content be something and like is good and says something, and that I'm happy with it. So I don't know. I just work at my own pace.
Good.
Are you happy with the reactions you get?
Many times, yes. I'm happy with it.
And sometimes not.
Well, yeah, I would like to be more loved and more understood and more all of those things.
Why,
you
get
it's very
negative
human.
reactions for your music, for your show?
No. It's not that. I think, I've always not been very accepted by the industry or industry people. It's been very perplexing for me why that is. But that would be nice at some point, to be, I don't know, liked by someone in a suit or something.
Okay, and we go for another song now. Because
metaphorically suit.
Who will be the one to pick it up?
Another one? Go ahead, you choose.
I am?
Maybe a ballad. Maybe some sort of ballad.
Valuable, maybe? It's a ballad. I don't know if I can.
How
call
about
it a
Life's Not Short, It's So Long?
Okay, that's
People
a ballad.
seem to like that one.
Okay, Life's Not Short from the album.
It's off Orphans.
Life's Not Short, just a sec. Okay. Here we go. Well, life's not short, but this radio program is. So, and we're about to finish. And
nice one.
yeah, thanks. For the lucky ones that got